Happy Glasses Sunday, everyone. Taking a little bit of a dip, taking a little bit of rest. Hope you're having a good Sunday out here. I am in front of you because there are some highlights that you need to know about this week that I want to share with you. Top highlight is this. I finally feel like I can do a group again. So we're going to do a group this week, free, live stream, YouTube, Tuesday, March 4th, 2025 at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please check your time zone. And the link for it, the live link for it, you can either go to my link tree, and I've got the event at the top of my link tree. If you can't get to my link tree, go to my website, www.somaticmoney.com. Go over to the group coaching tabs and look for the group YT, group YouTube. Once you get onto that page, I've got a link, and you can just click on that link and go to the live event when it goes live. I have double checked the technical on it so that my mic is live, my video is live. It should all work this time. What are we going to be doing in this group? Well, I kind of think first we're going to check in and see if there's any channels or messaging coming through from Spirit Team. I'm just going to let that float out there and be out there if they want to come in and talk, if Galactic Federation of Light wants to come in and talk. I finally feel, after moving through all of these timeline jumps, the big one in January, those mid ones in February, and then this recent big one that we did, moving through all of those, I finally feel like I'm landing on solid ground, so I can actually support a live channel with the Galactic Federation of Light if that happens. And so that would potentially be Tuesday at that live group event. And definitely, I want to be doing Q&As with you guys. We have so much to catch up about. Q&A with Pendulum, Q&A on Feeling the Feels, Q&A on what's going on globally, Q&A on timeline stuff. So I know I can't get to everybody's questions, but once I do a potential channel, I'd like to scooch over to the chat and just read what you guys are saying or asking and be able to interact there. Next question you're probably wondering is, will the live stream be available afterwards for the recording on YouTube and Spirit Team? And I pendulum checked it, talked with Spirit Team, and no, it will not be available. Beyond that, if I'm going to provide it for a recording for a small fee, I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see as we get there. So, but I can offer you this, the live Tuesday, 5 p.m., and I will see you there. I'll send out another reminder. That's number one. Number two, if you have not seen it, I just did a new timeline product. I've got the banner going across the screen. Check the link tree or go to my website, www.somaticmoney.com. Go to the Basics tab, and I've got it in the Basics tab. This is new information about the timeline. This is new information about the new mid-timeline that we are on that runs from March 1st all the way through into about August into September. So I've got all that information in this new product for you. Some really interesting new information in there that I think will help you begin to piece together a little bit about this whole esoteric thing of timelines and how they work and what we're doing, and the sheer level of consciousness evolution that we are in right now. And the third thing I want to talk about, I really want to honor everybody. So many people are talking about the popcorn, what's going on with the popcorn. And I am actually going to address this very soon in another video. You can see me, I'm working through stuff, getting programs out. I have this whole backlog to begin to get things out. And now I'm arriving into, let's talk about the popcorn. Let's do some pendulum checks. Let's do some channeling with Spirit Team. Let's get some of this information going. Okay. And then as far as what I can tell you about the popcorn right now, what I can tell you is I've finally had an illumination with the popcorn, because when Spirit Team had me get that popcorn, I automatically assumed it was for Blue Lotus. I should not have done that. As this thing has unfolded, what I've begun to find out that the popcorn for me, and it could be different for you. The popcorn could have a different meaning for you. that it does for me. But what I have found out through this whole unfolding is that the popcorn and the popping of the popcorn was directly connected to that timeline that we landed this past week. Because as we came into the 28th, Spirit Team had me put the popcorn out in the center of the counter, and right around that time, they're like, pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it. And now my popcorn is up in the shelf in the cupboard. So my popcorn, again, your popcorn and my popcorn might have different meanings, but my popcorn was totally connected to landing that incredible new timeline, which should tell you something about how significant this thing is that we did last week. Now, I totally encourage you to go get your popcorn and hold it and tune into it and ask Spirit Team what your popcorn is connected to for you, because it could be connected to Blue Lotus for you. Or maybe they've had me shelve the popcorn and maybe they may have me pull it back out again for Blue Lotus. See, that's the thing with, the veterans of spirituality know that when we get a reading through or a meaning through, sometimes it has multiple aspects to it. And so for the new 4EMers or the new people doing this, sometimes we get a spiritual hit or spiritual signal or spiritual sign. And it could be one thing for in a certain direction, but then it could be lined up with multiple things. But I just want to come clean with you guys right now that I finally figured out that, at least for me, the popcorn was connected to that new timeline that we went through. And if you're going, wow, that's such a letdown, I want you to think about that again. If Spirit Team had me purchase popcorn, what has it been? Several months ago now, or over a month ago now? If they had me purchase popcorn, they rarely have me go buy something. If they had me purchase popcorn and then they had it linked to that significant event, that should tell us something that we have slipped over some fulcrum point. Like I said before, we've slipped over a fulcrum point, and it's really important. And I believe that fulcrum point of the timeline shift is what puts the energy into place for some really good things to begin to happen on the planet, especially things like seeing Blue Lotus in a certain office. That's all I'm going to say. So, all right. So I'm going to close out here. Remember, group on Tuesday, new timeline product that's rolling across, and I've just popped the lid on the popcorn for you guys. All right. Mwah. And I will see you in the next video.